You've been doing holidays all wrong for years. Don't worry, help is at hand. I've been helping companies and individuals make really good decisions for 15 or 20 years, but I've never done something on holiday planning. It's the middle of July, the moment is arrived. Let's do this now. I'm going to give you 3 ideas that will really help you have better holidays at lower cost, more fun. Thing 1, stop building memories or trying to build memories. You hear people say this the whole time, like, I want to build good memories for my children, which is fine, but it doesn't work. So think back to the best holiday you've ever had when you were a child, a young human, or recently. How long did you spend reflecting on it afterwards? Thinking back, 10 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. That's a terrible return on investment. If you're trying to build memories, trying to build something that lasts, that's a fail. So let's look at the economics, right? You spend, I don't know, a few £1,000s on the holiday. You carve out a week of your life when you could have been doing other things. And the return you get is, 20 minutes, half an hour. That just doesn't work at all. So my suggestion would be stop trying to build memories. Start trying to build life capital. What does life capital mean? Well, it could be one of a number of things. Personal capital, which is personal development, skills. It could be relationship capital, making a stronger marriage, or it could be family capital, building a happier, more functional family. So let's break down some of those things a little bit. Personal capital, let me give you a great example actually. So a few years ago, 4 years ago, I went to Naples, flying solo, went to Naples. I did a week-long intensive Italian course, benissimo, and it helped, right? In the slow progress to language competency. But I immersed myself in the food as well. And as a result, I bought the biggest and heaviest book in the world. La Cucina, the essential sauce with 2,000 authentic recipes. Just loved Italian food. I'm learning to cook Italian food. So I learned a bit of the language. I've developed a new hobby. I spent a lot of time sort of wandering around churches of Cristo Velato. What else? Really absorbing the culture. It was a development point for me. It was unbelievably cheap, incredibly valuable from a sort of personal capital point of view. What about relationship capital? Let me give you another example. If the question is, what can we do to build a stronger relationship? Well, it doesn't necessarily mean going anywhere particular or spending any amount of money. The best relationship holiday I ever had was probably 5 years ago, where the wife and I, we rented a camper van for 4 days and we spent 4 days in that, traveling around. It was unbelievable. You're constantly problem solving because you're always lost and or slightly hungry or surrounded by strangers. But it was brilliant. It was really memorable and was a great boon to the relationship. And we didn't even travel far, right? It's not really about the traveling. We live in Dorset. We didn't actually leave Dorset. We went to, Durdledore and Dorchester. But the point is, it achieved the goal of building relationship capital. What about family capital with children? Well, that's going to be something about adventure and activities. We'll maybe come on to that later. But if we stop trying to build memories and start trying to build life capital in one of those domains, personal, relationship, family, we're setting ourselves up for success. Thing 2, forget the bucket list. Who invented this miserable, reductive, tyrannical idea of all these places I have to go and see and bungee jumping I have to do? I mean, what a soulless way of going through life. Forget the bucket list, which is just misery on a spreadsheet. Think about activities. Activities help us develop as people. Going places just doesn't do that. So if you want to see my recommendation, you want to see the pyramids, go online, get some photos of the pyramids. If you want to see the Eiffel Tower, go online, get a photo of the Eiffel Tower. If you want to develop character, develop personality, my friend Steve Chapman, who is on my podcast, really interesting chat with him. He's done tons of road trips. He's now doing Cape to Cape. So I think it's called the North Cape at the top of Norway, right at the top of the world. And he is traveling down through Northern Europe, Central Europe, Spain, North Africa, all the way down to Cape Town. It's, 10,000 miles. It's 2 continents. It's probably 15 or 20 countries, but character building, problem solving on the way, building resilience. That is a holiday. So forget the bucket list, which is going to make you unhappy and makes you look like a robot, and think about activities. Third thing is design for risk and optionality. Let me explain. The worst example of this is probably skiing. Why does everyone go skiing all the time? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been skiing a few times, it's great fun, but people seem to be skiing all the time nowadays. Anyway, so let me talk about some problems of skiing. First of all, it's bloody expensive, right? I don't know what it costs for a family of 4 or 5, probably, I don't know, 5 grand, 10 grand, something like that. Really expensive. The problem number one is cost. If it doesn't go completely right, you're going to be gripped by self-loathing because you spent all that money with relatively little fun generated by it. So the mere fact of being expensive sets you up for disappointment. Solution to that, do something cheaper. Second thing to say is skiing is a low optionality activity type of holiday, right? So if you can't ski because there's too much snow or not enough snow or it's raining or whatever it is, there's pretty much nothing else to do. Most of these resorts, if you're in Val d'Isère, there's bugger all to do. I mean, you can go to a bar, get drunk, start a brawl. You can maybe go shopping for a load of pointless crap you could buy cheaper at home. But really, if the number one thing doesn't happen, there's no number two thing. To invert that, where we have high cost, low optionality, what we really want to do is low cost, high optionality planning. What does that sort of holiday look like? Well, it's going to be cheap and it's going to have lots of things where if thing one doesn't happen, thing two can happen. So for example, let's do an example. I might want to go hiking in the Pyrenees with the family. That's a beautifully designed thing. It's low cost. It just doesn't cost much once you've bought your hiking boots and you've driven over there, you just stomp around. So the low cost requirement has been fulfilled. But it's also really high optionality. So if we can't do hiking because, I don't know, there's mountain fires, well, what we can do is we can drive for half an hour over there and we can do some canyoning. Fantastic. Even more fun, arguably. But if the canyoning can't work because, I don't know, there's no water, we can drive half an hour over there and do something with horses, trekking or something like that. So we go from high cost, low optionality to low cost, high optionality hiking in the Pyrenees. And we greatly increase the likelihood of having a satisfactory holiday. And just by the by, that third point also meets the criteria of thing one and thing two. We're not building memories, we're building capital. And secondly, we haven't got a bucket list activity. We've got a list of character building activities. Any one of those things would be a good thing. So those are my top 3 tips, maybe the bonus one. I think the other thing I'd say is, bonus tip, don't really plan a holiday very much. And Nassim Nicholas Taleb talks about this in Antifragility. He says, look, don't be a tourist. If you're a tourist, you're setting yourself up for failure because you buy the tour and you're going to go city 1, do these activities, then we're going to go to city 2, do these activities, then we're going to go city 3, and you're on a single motorway with no exits, and if anything goes wrong, you're kind of screwed. Much better to build in optionality as we go. So, and I've done loads of trips like this. Just book in the first destination. We're going to get to Amsterdam tomorrow night. When we're there, we're going to have a look and a think and a conversation and see what we want to do the next day. So we wake up the next day and we go, right, what are we going to do today? Where are we going to go? Let's have a little look what's on. Oh, there's a festival over there. So let's go and do that. Or actually it's raining here, but if we go south, it seems to be weather, there's some lakes there. Or we can say, actually, we just need to hit the road and head towards Berlin, whatever it is. But the point is, by taking a staged approach, today we're here, what are we going to do? Every day is a little packet of options that you're opening, and you just progress thus, skipping happily from lily pad to lily pad of opportunity as you skate towards your destination. It's a brilliant way of managing a holiday. Thanks for your attention today. These have been 3 things to build better holidays. Good luck.